With a single command, we can deploy a fully functioning virtual data center in the cloud, complete with networks, routing and connectivity, servers, apps, databases, security, development, integration tools, all spanning multiple geographies with no long-term contracts or commitments. With such ease and convenience of deploying cloud resources, there's a high risk of overspending, and we can start to see how 30% or more of cloud spending is waste. So how and why does this happen? It's sometimes as simple as creating more resources than you need. The resources may be bigger and costlier than you need. You may forget to delete them when they're no longer needed. The hidden additional costs for data transfer, storage operations, backups, logging, and other services that are not included in the basic pricing may not be well understood. You may not have enough visibility into and control of your spending. You may be using old procurement and financial processes that don't support the decentralization in the cloud, where a wider range of people in your company perform deployments into the cloud. You may be accustomed to a world where purchasing decisions are made infrequently by a limited number of people on a multi-year investment cycle. You may be accustomed to supporting the CapEx or capital expenditure model of buying hardware and be unfamiliar with the OpEx or operational expenditure model of paying for services as you use them, along with the more rigorous management of costs that comes with OpEx. By the way, if you're interested in more on this topic, this content is from a masterclass that I offer on this subject, and there's a link to that course in the description. You may not be taking advantage of more economical, modern, purpose-built platform as a service or PaaS options for your database or computing needs. You may not be aware of the commitment models available or the discount models offered by the provider. You may have many people deploying resources, which means spending money, rather than just a few. You may not have an operating model in place to manage the nuances of the cloud. You may not be accustomed to having unlimited scale and a huge ecosystem of integrated services at your disposal. And couple with those points a fundamentally different consumption model. No wonder it's so easy to overspend with cloud computing. Managing cloud spending has proven to be one of the most difficult challenges companies face when moving to cloud. And the cloud is so powerful and capable that cost tends to take a backseat in priority to innovation, migrations, growth, reliability, and security. And in many cases, the unique and different cloud pricing models just aren't well understood because they're so different from traditional on-premise days. The choice of which cloud resources get deployed and how they're configured is becoming decentralized. It was once the responsibility of a few, and now a power that many have. Gone are the lengthy procurement cycles with executive summaries and justification that gets signed off on up to the executive level. Now that democratization has arrived, distributed teams that previously lacked spending authority can run up the tab with a single command or click. These are many of the factors that lead us to the 30 to 40% globally of cloud spending being wasted. The good news is that given the widespread prevalence of waste, focusing on effective use of cloud resources brings quick, tangible financial rewards. We don't need to let the unparalleled selection and ease of deployment lead to inefficiencies and rising costs. We can harness the power and scale of the cloud while being financially responsible. The cloud actually offers us new levels of visibility into IT costs that can be used to drive more efficient use of resources if we take deliberate steps to set up the people, process, and technology to manage it. Cloud cost management is the practice of effectively and efficiently managing your resources and expenses. If you think cost management is just about optimizing, though, there's much more to it. Organizational and cultural changes are needed. Operating models and processes need to be adapted. Accountability models need to be in place. Pricing models need to be understood. Governance needs to be enforced. A range of tools need to be employed for estimating, visibility, allocation, budgeting, and alerting. If you want to explore this topic further, check out the link in the description that goes to the full masterclass. We need to architect and design with cost in mind from the start, along with monitoring and optimizing along the way. Resources need to be well organized. Advanced computing models need to be considered. We need to choose the right purpose-built compute, storage, and database services. Commitments need to be explored, purchased, and managed. Anomalies need to be monitored. Standards and decision trees are needed to simplify selection of complex service options and configurations by the wide range of consumers who are deploying resources. If you want to explore this topic further, check out the link in the description that goes to the full masterclass. So there's clearly a lot of forces working against having an optimized environment, but there's a significant amount of money being left on the table. And there's a series of steps we can take based on proven best practices to spend only what's necessary without compromising the functionality, performance, and reliability we expect from the cloud. There's a wide range of strategies and tactics covering people, process, and technology that this course will teach you to achieve all of this and more in your organization. So let's go.